Ethereum has merged! Does that mean that we're going to the moon or are we going to dump? This is the question I'm going to answer. I also have the most important Twitter thread in the history, the most important tweet in 20 years. I think we're going to talk about that again today. And we're going to talk about the FOMC meeting next week. We're going to talk about, is Bitcoin going to 30K or 10K? Is Ethereum going to 1K or 50K? Is Solana going to $15 or $100? These are the questions that plague you at night. They keep your little head up at night when you're supposed to be hanging, watching Netflix. Instead, you're on your phone worrying about the ETH merge. So let's talk about it. So last night, we had the ETH merge completed. And I know a lot of you guys are bullish, and I'm bullish too, long term, because basically what this means is that ETH no longer is wasting money. Okay, so Bitcoin needs about $600 million per month in new capital just for the price to stay the same. This is because of mining. Okay, you don't need to understand the ifs, ands, or buts about it, but imagine that your business has $600 million of expenses per month. In order to break even, you need $600 million of capital every month to come in. That is why Bitcoin is struggling right now, because there isn't much new capital. From now going forward, Ethereum used to be the exact same because it was proof of work, it used to be mining. But as of proof of stake, as of last night, Ethereum needs zero new capital to go up, and Ethereum can take up to $25 million per month of sell pressure. So they can actually be negative $25 million and the price will stay the same. That's fantastic, right? You're probably thinking, oh my gosh, I'm going to buy all of the Ethereum. So before you do that, please watch the rest of this video because I'm going to tell you when to buy for the perfect returns. I can see the future so clearly on this one. Please, please, please watch the rest of this video. But in order to watch the rest of this video, I'm going to ask something. And it's going to be very hard and it's going to take a lot of your energy. And I know you're all going to probably quit the video before you do this. But please, please, please just smash the like button, please. Do I have to beg? Smash the like button and hit this little share button right now. Think of one person who's talking about Ethereum or who wants to buy coins. And just send this link to them real quick. Just hit copy and just send it to them. Just send them the link. I promise you this video will help you because I'm going to talk about all the things that actually matter for the price of Bitcoin and Ethereum. So what happened last night, right? We had this Ethereum merge. Everyone expected different things. I knew exactly what was going to happen. I knew we would dump compared to Bitcoin. So this is when the merge occurred, right around 2, 3, 4 a.m. right here. And immediately we dumped compared to Bitcoin. Against the US dollar, if you check the same chart, we dumped against the US dollar as well. Now, this is called sell the news, okay? Sell the news. I've been telling you guys this for weeks. I had no interest in holding Ethereum into this event. Obviously, I was correct. I'm just holding Bitcoin because it's outperforming Ethereum right now. And that is because everyone had massive profits. So next time there's a big event, you guys can learn that. You can learn from this, okay? Everyone was way ahead of you. If last night you bought Ethereum, you should learn from your mistake because you're stupid. Okay, like I told you many times not to be stupid, but you were. Okay, so what happened? Everyone bought Ethereum down here at the bottom. When everyone started saying merge. So the merge trade actually occurred from here all the way to here. Okay, it was a 2x. Now these people, they had a good trade. Okay, they should have got out right here, but they probably didn't. So where are they going to get out? They're going to get out right here. Okay, that's what sell the news is. That's why you lost money if you bought Ethereum last night. You should have been following me on Twitter. I warned you 50,000 times. Don't buy Ethereum last night. And I think it's going to get worse. I think over the next 2 weeks, the price of Ethereum is probably going to be down only as compared with Bitcoin. It might drag Bitcoin down with it, to be honest. I think we have this window this weekend where things could get pretty gnarly, but we'll talk about that in a second. As far as Bitcoin versus Ethereum, which one should you buy right now? If you only could pick one, right? I think over the next 2 weeks, okay, Bitcoin is definitely going to outperform. I shouldn't say definitely. I think there's a high probability that Bitcoin outperforms Ethereum, okay, over the next 2 weeks. And the reason for that is simply sell the news, people taking profits. They're already up a lot. Remember I showed you this. They're already up a lot. They're already up 2x here, okay? So they're going to take profits because the narrative is now over. The merge is over. And so we have to let these people take profits. It comes down here and then it goes back up because of all of the bullish factors that we talked about here. Does that make sense? Okay? So give it a few weeks. Please do not ape into Ethereum right now. I don't know how else to say that, okay? Now, before I talk about a few other coins, and I know you guys like the degen coins, the juicy coins, and I may search for a few of those, so stick around till the end of the video here, okay? However, we need to talk about what actually matters. What actually matters now that we've had the merge, now that there's nothing left in the market, the only thing that matters is this. The Federal Reserve meeting next week, September 20th through 21st. This is the FOMC meeting. Okay, FOMC. If you guys don't know what this is yet, you need to know. This is the only thing that is going to determine the price of Bitcoin and crypto over the next 2 months. Okay, this is it. And so the whole meeting is centered around this stupid concept of a rate hike. So I'm going to break this down for you slow people in the back. That's why you guys need to share this. Share this with someone, because these are concepts that no one's going to teach you in college. I have an MBA, or half an MBA, Masters of Business Administration, and they didn't teach me this. So share it with someone, because I think this is more important than the stuff they taught me. They taught me that Southwest Airlines was a good company. Who cares? Like, this is more important. What is the federal interest rate, right? And so they are going to say at this meeting either one of two words. I'm just going to write it on the Ethereum chart so you guys can see. They're either going to say 75 BPS right here, or, can you guys see this? Sorry, I'm going to make it better. See, 75 BPS or 100 BPS, okay? Now, you probably don't know what that means. That's okay. It just means how much are they going to raise interest rates. And this chart right here is the percentage chances that they do that. So right here, we are showing 100 per, I know it says 70, but it's here. Let me refresh this. It's probably changed, actually. It probably has changed. New data has come in. Okay, 80%. Wow. Okay, awesome. So what this is showing is there's a 100% chance of a 75 BPS hike. And the reason I get 100% chance is because this number right here is a 100 BPS hike. So 100 is actually greater than 75, right? So if this 20% is actually fulfilled, this will also be fulfilled. Does that make sense? Okay, just so you know, I'm not retarded. Like the numbers make sense. Okay, and so we have a 100 BPS hike over here, 100% chance, and we have a 20% chance of this happening over here, 100 BPS hike. Okay, now as you can see, there's a very low probability chance that they do this, and I think there's a 0% chance that they do this, because why would you do this? All of the data shows that inflation is coming down. It may not be coming down as fast as they want, whatever, but it is coming down. So if they want a soft landing, you're going to hear the word soft landing so much next week, soft landing. A soft landing is exactly what it sounds like. It's nice and soft. It's nice and fluffy. It's nice and great. And a soft landing means that the Fed is able to kill inflation down. Sorry for all the drawing today, but I'm trying to explain. Inflation down without stocks dying. Okay, whoa, my chart is crazy. Whoa. Without stocks dying, okay? Without stocks down, okay? That is what we want. We want a soft landing that is inflation down without stocks dying off. Now, if they want to achieve this soft landing, which Powell has said over and over and over again that he wants, right? They need to be careful. 100 BPS hike is not priced in next week. So if they do this 100 BPS hike, Bitcoin's going to freaking 15K. I don't know what to tell you guys. It's going down hard. So make sure you don't use leverage. Make sure you have a plan. Make sure you have a community. Like, come join the community. I know, shameless plug, but I talk about this stuff every day. I post all my trades in here so that you guys don't get wrecked. And this is one way to get wrecked, is if Powell comes out and does 100 BPS, we're going to 15K or 10K Bitcoin. It's going to be horrible. It's going to be horrible, okay? However, I think he's going to do this, which technically means it should be a bullish event, because there are some people that think a worst case scenario is happening. That is how the market works, guys. If people think that there is a worst case scenario and that scenario does not happen, typically what happens is we go up. Does that make sense? Now, I want to talk about how crazy and stupid, and I know you guys like this segment of the show. So smash the like button if you think our politicians are stupid idiots. Just go bang, 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 smash, 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 okay? Because our politicians are so stupid, because I think this is the most important Twitter exchange of the entire year. I showed this in my yesterday's video, but I'll probably be showing it every day. This is Cathie Wood talking about how deflation is in the pipeline, headed for all these indicators, because Elon Musk said the same thing. A major Fed rate hike risks deflation. This is not subtle or secret. What should the Fed do? Drop by 0.25%. I mean, wow. You have the smartest guy in the world saying that the Fed Everyone else is saying, like I said, that there is a 100% chance of a 75 BPS increase next week. What Elon Musk is saying is instead, this is what they should do, minus 0.25%. So we are talking about an entire percentage point difference in what should happen. This is what should happen based on the actual supply chain, based on actual economics, based on an actual entrepreneur who knows what the hell he's doing. This is what should happen, and this is what is going to happen, okay? So when you have a discrepancy like that, you need to know one thing. First of all, smash the like button because your politicians are stupid. We'll do the politician smash because they're stupid. They're idiots. However, what I do believe in, what is one of my core beliefs as an entrepreneur is that over the course of time, the free market eventually wins out, right? The free market eventually, the businesses involved in the actual planning and the actual shit that should happen in the world are eventually right, okay? And so Elon Musk, who has more data than the Fed, who knows the consequences of actions more than the Fed, who runs a real business where he has real consequences for his actions, where if he does A, B happens. If he does X decision, C happens. He doesn't live in a fantasy world like these Federal Reserve idiots with this stupid old-fashioned website with their stupid old-haired meetings where they get to print money out of thin air. This guy lives in the real effing world. And so when he says deflation is coming, a major Fed hike risks deflation, I tend to believe him. And as you saw in my video yesterday, I get fired up about this, guys, because you'll see a bunch of people on Twitter that have all these theories, all these effing theories about how Bitcoin's going to $4, Bitcoin's going to $5. This was the top. Why was this the top? Inflation. How many times do I need to draw this on the screen? Share this with someone, guys. It's the simplest thesis in all of crypto, and we're hitting it. This was the top. Inflation was the cause of us going down to zero. Now we are at the bottom, and we are at deflation, the exact opposite of inflation. Now, you don't have to be a genius. I don't know what to tell you, but if we went down when inflation went up, what happens when inflation comes down and we have deflation? This is what happens. That's what happens over the course of enough time. So you may be mad at me because, Kale, you told me to buy 3 months ago. I was 3 months ahead of Elon Musk. Okay, I didn't actually tell you to buy 3 months ago. I actually bought a couple weeks ago when we were at like 20 right here, a little bit higher, because I thought people were smarter than this. I thought people could see ahead a little bit further, but clearly they can't. But now that Elon Musk has brought attention to what I've been saying for literally 4 months, look at this. I mean, if you just search Elon Musk deflation on Twitter, look at how many articles are about this. These are big. Bloomberg, Squawk Box. All of these huge articles are talking about this exchange because I'm telling you it was the most important Twitter exchange of the year. And once the news headlines pick this up, oh, wow, deflation. Oh, we might actually be raising rates too fast. It's weird how that works. You know, it gets in the news. These old ass people who make these rules. I just want to show you how old these people are. Federal Reserve meeting. Okay, I'm going to show you the images. Look at these idiots. I mean, these people probably still have a physical newspaper. Look at these old ass people. Look at them. Look at them. Can you see? This is who's in charge of the world. Jerome Powell. This is the Federal Reserve meeting. These old mofos, this guy, he probably picks up an actual physical Wall Street Journal, and then he sees that, oh, Elon Musk is saying deflation is coming, and then he starts to think, oh, well, maybe I'm being a little too hawkish. That's how it works. It works backwards. You'd think that the Federal Reserve, you'd think that these people in power would actually know some stuff. But they don't, okay? The only people that actually know things are people that are plugged in and are building things in the world, like Elon Musk, who is actually trying to win, who is actually a winner. This guy is not a winner. He is a government-funded employee who lives off your tax dollars, who does nothing, who contributes nothing to society except high inflation and screwing you over and printing money out of thin air. This guy's a loser. He's never built anything in his life. He's never actually worked hard. He's never actually had to fight against the laws of supply and demand. He just prints money out of effing thin air. This guy's a loser, okay? And so when you have Elon Musk, who is not a loser, who builds shit out of thin air, who risks his entire life and fortune to make money, when he says that deflation is coming, I tend to believe this guy. And this guy knows deep down, I'm going on a rant here, so please smash the like button if you enjoy this rant. But this guy deep down knows that he is a government loser. All he does is just, he look at him. He's like, He knows that Elon Musk is better than him. He knows that Elon Musk is smarter than him. And so when he sees these headlines, I mean, he should have just watched my YouTube channel and he would have known that I'm smarter than him too. But he starts to think, maybe I shouldn't raise rates so much. I'm telling you, this is happening. These are people too, you know. He doesn't want to be the guy who F's everything up and sends us all to zero and risks deflation. He knows the consequences of deflation. Deflation means if we keep going, he means that if we keep nuking, if we keep raising interest rates way too high, we are going to nuke everything, right? And so that's what he's thinking, and I think he's going to take the soft landing approach. I think he's going to do 75 BPS next week. I think that the bad news is really behind us. So this is kind of the plan that I've laid out for the rest of the year. This is what I've got for you guys, okay? I think we had the ETH merge successful, check. We'll get 75 BPS next week. Inflation will continue down for the rest of the year. That's great. I mean, that seems obvious. It seems like where the data is headed. We have deflation. We have Elon Musk calling for deflation. We have an election in November. Typically, normally, whenever you have an election, markets go up. We're going to get 30 to 35K Bitcoin by the end of the year. I'm banking on this. Then I'm going to sell everything. I'm literally going to sell everything. I'm going to wait for all of these earnings reports to come out, for people to be selling their stocks at the end of the year, for quarter end rebalancing, all these things that happen toward the end of the year that I don't want to participate in. Next year, we don't have really any news events. We don't have an ETH merge. We don't have a Bitcoin halving. We don't have anything good. All we have is probably companies in the stock market finally feeling the effects of all of these stupid rate hikes that we've been doing. And so next year, I honestly think we could just take the whole year off. I think we could just chill in cash, maybe find some amazing projects, maybe hang out with our fam in 2+2, all this stuff. We'll find ways to make money, but I do think that we could take a substantial amount of time off next year and then buy again January 24 when the Bitcoin halving happens and ride that to generational wealth. So that's a pretty good plan. That's my current plan right now. But as far as like which coin should you get into, what are you thinking about? Honestly, guys, I'm holding steady on Bitcoin. I think this week is a gnarly week. This weekend is the last chance for the bears, okay? So we have like nothing happening until next FOMC, right? Which is next week. And we have all this kind of bearish news. The bearish news is that like we had a high inflation report. Everything's down. We're waiting for next week. I could see this weekend. I don't know. I think it's going to hold. I think it's just going to kind of do this. It's kind of just going to go sideways. But the worst case scenario is that we do nuke down a little bit to like 17K, maybe 19K, something like that, 18K. I still don't think we're going to do new lows. Maybe. I don't see it though. I don't see it. And then next week, I think we'll get relief once we hear from Jerome Powell. Everyone's like, "Oh, he's only going to do 75 BPS. Kale told me, but I didn't listen to him." Then I think we start to slow grind up. I think Bitcoin starts to slow grind up in the rest of the year, ending the year around 30, 35K, because the worst is already behind us, guys. The best time to buy is when everyone is doom posting. Everyone right now is saying, "We're going to zero. You're screwed." This is the best time to buy. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Once we have this meeting next week. And as long as Jerome doesn't say anything crazy or do 100 BPS, we're going to be fine. Okay, I think we're going to go up for the rest of the year. So as far as maximizing returns, Bitcoin I think will outperform Ethereum in the next 2 weeks, and then I will rotate probably back into Ethereum. Solana I think is a major play. I think Solana right now looks like it's dead. I think everyone's like, what happened? But I think people are going to rotate some of those ETH profits into Solana. So I am considering buying some more Solana. It looks really, really strong. MATIC, same thing. MATIC and Solana are probably the two safest plays. If I had to pick two safe altcoins instead of Bitcoin if you want higher returns, it's also higher risk, guys. Remember, this idiot could come out and do 100 BPS because look at his face. He's an idiot, okay? He's a complete idiot. So if he does 100 BPS, your Solana will dump by 50% next week, just so you're aware, okay? So you know the risks, okay? Solana, MATIC, those AVAX maybe. I hate AVAX. I think it's a shit coin. It never works out for me. I can never trade AVAX properly. However, I do think it's probably in that category of safer altcoins, okay? If you want to get into like crazy shit, I mean, just go to CoinMarketCap and go on Twitter and see what people are talking about. Like, I don't know what to tell you. This is not the time. This is not the time to be getting into all of this degen shit. But obviously we did a lot of this last year when there was liquidity in the market. But I don't know, man. I think DOT's cheap. I mean, long term, I think a lot of these are cheap, like very long term. I think Uniswap's cheap. I think Litecoin, Atom is cheap. I think Chainlink is cheap. I think Near is cheap. I think all of these coins are great coins. And we could go even way down into like the abyss here, into some gaming coins or some NFT coins if you really want to get degen here. However, this is risky, guys. Like I said, we have idiots operating the machine. When you have idiots running the show, You never know what's going to happen. I know that if Elon Musk was in charge, right? If Elon Musk, Cathie Wood, people that actually run businesses, smart people were in charge, we wouldn't be raising rates and the market would be free to go. However, these people are not smart. It may take them a month or 2 months to figure out that, oh, wow, Kale was right. Elon Musk was right, you know. And if that happens, we're going to have more downside in the meantime. And you're going to get wrecked if you're buying really, really, really shitty coins here, okay? However, you could call the Pico bottom and you could make a ton of money. So right now, I know everyone, I just want to talk to you one last time. Please smash the like button, okay? From the bottom of my heart. I'm just warning you guys to not quit right now, okay? Everyone is quitting. The retail quit like 8 years ago. With this ETH merge being over, I think that that's like the last people that are like, oh, I'm done for a while. This is not the time to be complacent. This is when Bitcoin could actually make that move because it's the last big event next week that has the potential to bring us down. And once that is behind us, it's almost like, have you guys ever had a speech, like a big speech in front of a bunch of people, or you had to go like do something stressful, like propose to your wife? Or, I don't know, what do you guys do that's stressful? Like, I've had businesses. I don't know. Are you guys entrepreneurs? Whenever I have a stressful life event ahead of me and I get to the event and then it's over, what do you feel, right? You feel relief. Oh, thank God I made that shot. Thank God I played that game well. That was a stressful game. Oh, thank God I feel great. Let's go get a drink. That's how the market's going to feel next week if we get 75 BPS. And I think once we feel that relief, it's a slow grind up to 30, 35K. So that's what I got. Share this with someone. I'm trying really hard to make these videos valuable for you every single day. Please come back to the channel. Love you guys. Peace.